Hey, friends! Barkey J. Dog here, back with another movie review. I thought we should check out some more animation, so this time we're taking a look at a feature film from Hanna-Barbera, namely, Hey There, It's Yogi Bear from 1964. Our story goes like this. It's springtime in Jellystone National Park, and when she wakes up from her long winter's nap, Cindy Bear is in heat. See, she's not gonna let Yogi Bear get off the hook this year. She wants Yogi all up in her cave. I mean, she wants to marry Yogi and have him move into the cave with her. What'd you think I meant? Anyway, Yogi, as it turns out, is not smarter than the average bear because the average bear would realize that Cindy wants hot makeouts. Yogi tries to avoid that. He goes on a campaign doing what Yogi does best: steal the visitors' Pic-a-nic baskets so he can chow down. Now, Ranger Smith isn't having any of that, and Yogi thinks he's being clever by getting the ranger to ship him off to a zoo in California. But Yogi talks another bear into going instead, with Ranger Smith none the wiser. Then Yogi goes after more Pic-a-nic baskets when he thinks the coast is clear. Meanwhile, when Cindy hears Yogi has been sent to California, she gets the ranger to ship her off too. Only she's not going to California to be with Yogi like she thought. No, she's headed for St. Louis. And who wants to go there? She manages to escape from the train carrying her to the zoo, but now she's lost and gets caught by these two idiots who run a circus. While this is going on, Yogi realizes he was a dumbass and could have gotten Cindy Bear and had some hot makeouts. So he goes off to rescue Cindy. Boo Boo helps out as usual. Can Yogi save Cindy? Will Yogi ever find the perfect Pic-a-nic basket? And will true love prevail? In our cast, we have the legendary voice actor Daws Butler as Yogi. He originated the Yogi Bear voice for the Yogi Bear TV show. Don Messick plays Boo Boo Bear and Ranger Smith. The circus owner was voiced by Mel Blanc. His henchman Snively was played by J. Pat O'Malley. O'Malley had on-camera one-off appearances in many classic TV shows. Sometimes he got a few more appearances on a series, such as Maude. He also voiced cartoons for Walt Disney. Cindy Bear is played by Julie Bennett, who also appeared both on camera and as a prolific voice artist in her 50-year career. Hal Smith voices a moose and a character named Cornpone. He was a very familiar character actor and voice actor. You know him best as Otis, the town drunk on the Andy Griffith Show. And if you listen fast, you may make out the voice of Jean Vanderpill in the background. She was the voice of Wilma on the Flintstones and Rosie the Robot on the Jetsons. Darren stands in for Yogi's singing voice when he warbles a number about Venice, and Boo Boo says, "Hey, you sound just like James Darren." Yogi's name is a pun on Yogi Berra, the great baseball catcher. It ain't over till it's over. You know, that guy. He wasn't happy that Hanna-Barbera cribbed his name, and he sued. Ultimately, he withdrew the case. Yogi himself is kind of a riff on Ed Norton from The Honeymooners, who was played by Art Carney. That's why the brim of his hat is kind of pushed up in front, just like Norton wore his. And the voice is a dead giveaway. Hey, Ralphie boy! Hey, Boo Boo! See, pretty much the same thing. All you gotta do is put Yogi next to Fred Flintstone, And you've got the honeymooners right there. And Yogi could steal Fred's Pic-a-nic basket, the same way Barney always stole his Fruity Pebbles. In this movie, we have an early appearance by one of Hanna-Barbera's familiar side characters, Muttley, known for his sinister laugh. Here, he's called Mutler. Later, the guy was recycled as Muttley, but to be honest, I think he's a cat. Like, look at this. This guy defends Muttley from the mean boss and praises him. But when he goes to pet Muttley, Muttley bites him anyway. See? That's what a cat would do, not a dog. So I think he's really a cat. I never did like Muttley. Now, some things here really don't make much sense, like Jellystone National Park has an awful lot of bears for some reason, like there's a gabillion of them, and they all appear to be male bears. Cindy is the only girl bear, so we may have a Smurfette situation on our hands here. Yeah, like where did all the baby Smurfs come from? Oh, we found them under a mushroom. Oh yeah, sure. They call Papa Smurf Papa for a reason. I think he and Smurfette were getting smurfy, if you know what I mean. Anyway, another thing that makes no sense is that all of these bears can apparently talk to humans. And yet Yogi, Boo Boo, and Cindy are the only ones wearing clothes. Yogi has his hat and tie there, Boo Boo has a bow tie, and Cindy has a parasol and a skirt to cover her nethers. Why are the other bears wearing clothes? Why are all of the bears bare? In a cartoon, no less. Think of the children! Gotta say, I found it a hoot to see Ranger Smith riding around the park in his Jeep issuing orders to the bears with a bullhorn. This was Yogi Bear's first feature film, and while they were known for quick, cheap, limited animation, Hanna-Barbera seemed to have put in a special effort on this one. The animation is very smooth, and they don't appear to be recycling animation elements from their cartoon shows. The background art is gorgeous, too, in this cool late 50s, early 60s, slightly mod art style. And the soundtrack has some fun songs, and it all comes together in a nice way. Warner Archive has really done right by this movie. The print is pristine on this here Blu-ray. The colors fairly pop right off the screen. Sadly, the only extra is a second Yogi cartoon, Yogi's Birthday Party, with a few cameos by other Hanna-Barbera stars like Huckleberry Hound and Quick Draw McGraw. This was an episode of the TV show. Little surprised they didn't include the trailer or anything else, but it's still not a bad deal. If you've never seen this one, it's a fun romp with Yogi, Boo Boo, Cindy, and the Ranger. The art is appealing, the story is original, and the songs are good too. So I'm giving Hey There, It's Yogi Bear 2 3/4 paws up. The Blu-ray treatment here earns this one the extra quarter paw. You be sure to keep an eye on your Pic-a-nic basket. I'll see you in the next one.